Hey guys, so today we're going to be going into the distress tolerance part of DBT skills, and we're going to go with the next two skills that we're going to go through are two skills that I really love. The one that we're going to focus on today is called accepts. So while I'm making the front cover here of our skill card, I'm just going to talk a little bit about how accepts really helps out. So what accepts does is it distracts you from the crisis or whatever is going on in your life at that time. I really like this if I had a really stressful day and I felt like it was going to affect me later, or if I have a really stressful conversation going on. I really like this. So I got a few things on the front of the card here. I have some different scents that help distract me and cheer me up. Like there's a poppy and peony scented perfume. Got some Pinterest, which is always good for when you're stressed out. And then I got counting is a great way to distract yourself from the crisis, which we'll go through in a minute here. So let's get into the skill. So accepts is an acronym that we're going to go through. Each letter will then stand for a different thing that you should do in the skill. So the first letter is A, and A stands for activities. So the first thing you can do is engage in any exercise or hobbies that you like to do. If you're like me and when you're stressed you like to clean, that is a great thing to do. You can go to an event, you can call up your best friend and just chit chat about it. I know some people are really into Minecraft or computer games. I myself am a Minecraft player. That's always good. You can walk, play sports. I sometimes like to cook or make a meal, or definitely make a cup of tea is one of my favorite things to do. If you're outdoorsy, you can go fishing, gardening, really whatever is going to be an activity that you enjoy that's going to be a positive experience to get your mind off of whatever is going on. The first C stands for contributing. So volunteer work, as most people know, is a great way to not only help out your community, but it gives you that kind of good fuzzy feeling inside. So it's always a great thing to do. It doesn't have to be volunteer work. It could just be giving somebody a present, making something for somebody, or just doing a nice thoughtful thing like cleaning up around the house without having to be asked. So contributing is another great way to do. The second C is comparisons. So comparisons is another one of those skills that is a definite line to walk. So I like to compare myself to how far I've come in my struggle with anxiety and DBT, just because I really feel like it is a good way to compare on how much better it is now. Like comparing to a worse time in your life, I think is a great thing. Or comparing, if you can compare to something that's good in your life compared to something bad that's going on in the world. Opposite emotions. So the E for emotions is there, but opposite is what you want to do. So if you're feeling like you want to do something that's different. So if you're feeling sad or stressed, you might want to watch like a rom-com or read a happy book or jokes. I definitely like listening to worship music for this, just because it's very uplifting and makes me very happy. Push away is another great skill to use. It's definitely, if you really need a break, you push away all the thoughts and the feelings and just leave it for a little while. The main thing about push away though is that you do eventually have to come back to it. So it's just a good way to put it on a shelf for a little bit and then come back to it when you feel a little bit more in wise mind. Thoughts, again, that's back to counting. So it's really anything that's gonna take your mind completely away from it for a while, and just get your mind onto something else. I like to do Sudoku, or definitely counting to 10, counting things in a room is a great way to do. Sensations. This can be if you've struggled with self-harm. They tell you to hold an ice cube in your hand. You can squeeze something. I know tips is a thing that there'll be a video on very shortly. or a hot shower or really loud music. And those are all really good things to do to give you that intense sensation that'll distract your mind for a little bit. So that's our accept skill. Again, it's a great way to distract yourself from the crisis. If you have any questions or any comments, leave it in the comment section down below. In the meantime though, be sure to subscribe and like the video and share it with any of your friends. Thanks for watching.